Hi, it's Leslie, Sister Wives. So where we left off last week, Christine wants out, she wants divorce, she's done. And just like every other marriage, once the love is gone, it all gets down to the assets and the stuff and what's mine, what's yours, and I want what's rightfully mine. It's no different than any other marriage, except they don't have a lot of legal documents, so it can make it a little bit easier. And of course, once it settles in and the anger hits, then everybody starts to get selfish and is like, well, how is this going to affect me? It's just a big friggin' mess. And my honest feeling is 4 wives are just entirely too friggin' many. The good news is now he only has 3. That's better. The bad news is that the 3 that he's left with, I don't know if those are the right ones anyway, but here we are. However, I know Kody's not asking for my advice, but I'm giving it anyway. But before I get into all that, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. So Christine is busy wanting to sell her house and all the stuff and all the furniture. Kody, of course, is having a hard time processing and dealing with this, even though it's not like he's sad about Christine.
That everything that was special, the house, the kids, the furniture, this is not mine.
Well, that kind of just sums it up right there. The furniture, nowhere in there did he mention the relationship. Therein lies the problem, again. So Christine wants to sell her house. Thankfully, because of this whole polygamous thing and the legal situation with it, that it's a blessing because now the wives at least have things in their own name, because typically, they would be in both of their names, but they can't do that in case the husband ends up going to jail. So that's one plus for the wives, that they actually have things in their own name. So Christine has that house in her name and she can take that money and run, and is unloading that Coyote Pass situation and is getting out of Dodge. Anyway, so with Christine out, it left the remaining 3 wives to pick up the pieces and pick up their pieces. And as Robin says, we need to rebuild.
I'm just grateful that you're sticking it out. Hang on with me, okay? I am. We have to rebuild.
So Robin kind of had a powwow with Mary and was like basically just pleading, don't leave because you really have the reason to leave, but please don't leave me. We need to rebuild and we've got to recover from this because it's a big mess. I just have so many issues around so many things that they were saying, but Robin seemed to say that if Mary chose to leave, she would have no issue with that. And I'm kind of like, why is it okay for Mary? Because she's not happy and Christine's not happy. Christine just had the guts to get out. And Mary at least seemed like she was entertaining cheating on him. Is that the right thing to do? At least Christine is doing it the right way and saying, I've had enough. I'm not happy. Before I cheat on you, I'm going to hit the road and just mentally divorce you, because that's all it is. Doesn't she get credit for that? And she says, they're all like, oh, you just gave up. You're giving up all this. She put in 27 years, people. Isn't that a good college try? 27 friggin' years. I mean, that's giving it a go. Robin's just irritated because she came into this. She was happy. She got a divorce from her husband, and for some reason that was okay because she wasn't happy. Yet for some reason, when there's more people involved and more kids, it's not okay to be happy. I didn't make sense of that. But anyway, so Robin divorced her last husband. She's here and she's just pissed off because Christine is now messing up what she wanted. She wanted for her kids. So she has little Ari and little Solomon. I guess the one is 10 and Ari's only 5, and they're not gonna be able to experience the whole polygamous thing. Well, she should have known that when you come in and the whole bulk of the wives have already mass-produced 16, 17 kids and they're coming up on adulthood, they're not just going to stick around for the little babies at home. They're not going to be there. It's not going to be the family that you wanted. If you wanted that, you needed to go into a family where they're all young and you're popping out babies at the same time. Then you have that situation that the older kids had. But she doesn't have that. She should have known that. So Christine leaving with one kid out of 16, does not mess up the whole apple cart. It's just the one kid. You got the rest of them, but nobody stuck around, on the commune, on the little plantation there. It was also very telling when Robin said, I was in it for the kids and for the experience for them and for myself and all the things. I really wasn't into that whole romantic part of the relationship. That's really have to fly. I mean, you can't be too invested in the relationship because it's a losing proposition. You're either emotionally destroyed or you're hurt. You know, and they say this whole, you know, what Christine's doing is affecting them all. And if they knew she was unhappy since before they moved out to wherever they're at now, why didn't they do something? If they feel like they have the right to do that because it affects them, why didn't they say something now? Why wasn't she talking to Kody then to say, you know, you need to fix this relationship? Nothing. You know, and Mary, she's like, everybody, you know, everybody just keeps changing their minds because it's kind of hard. 27 years. That's a good try. That was a good run. And Robin said she wouldn't blame Mary if she decided to leave because Mary has no relationship with Kody. Why is it okay for Mary to leave and not Christine? I don't understand. Because Mary doesn't have any kids? In conclusion, I just feel Kody has too many friggin' wives. 4 is too many. I don't know where the sweet spot is, but 4 is too many. 2, maybe 3. We can see how he does handling the 3, but 4 is obviously too friggin' many. And when you have 18 kids and your explanation for why you can't be with one kid or another or one wife or another is that you have 18 kids and you're spread too friggin' thin, you have too many kids then. You know, it's too much. Like, you don't, like, people, normal people, like, if you have financial concerns, you don't have 10 kids because you don't want to take away from your kids. You have enough just so that you can adequately support them. Or if you have another kid that needs more attention, you don't just keep piling on kids because it's going to take away from that kid that has attention. You needed to plan this out, people. Like, he took off way more than he could chew, and, you know, he's paying for it now. Anyway, it was another week of struggling for Kody to cope and manage his mess of a family. But anyway, if you liked my recap, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and leave any comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.